there are 12 bento boxes in all. Do you have a favorite, or do you have one that you can think of where perhaps you're particularly fond of the origin of this module and the spark of the idea or the need for that one that you can share with us?
So I think there are some, subtle modules that are really powerful, that really reflect the depth and breadth of SYP's experience and how innovation really gets done, sparked, done, and then integrated and activated and scaled, and have real impact. But sorry, you're not really asking me to talk about all of them. One of my favorites is prototyping, actually. And um, I know it's a word that's thrown around a lot. And one of it was kind of that module was there was a bit of a precursor to that module. We had created a little intro to SYPartners presentation that we could give at conferences and invite large groups in. And then it was a combination of presentation, and because SYP is always very interactive and trying to create things that engage people rather than just have them sit there and listen to us talk through slides, we tried to invent a few different creative exercises that people could do, large groups with, very few facilitators at these sorts of conferences. So one of the modules in there was around prototyping, and it wasn't as rich as the bento box module because it was just a little tiny sort of teaser, but the core idea carried across into bento box, and that idea is that prototyping, maybe it's less so now, but at the time it usually implied like coding a digital product or constructing some kind of model or some three-dimensional model or something kind of complex that was beyond the ability of most people. It require some sort of technical prowess or training. But the core unlock in that precursor to the prototyping bento box was the idea that anything that gets an idea out of your head and into physical form is a prototype. And so then I would watch groups, and sometimes we'd have like 25, 30 people doing this exercise. Just you could see their eyes kind of light up and just an unlocking and a kind of smile appear on their face as they realize, oh, prototype could just be a list or that little sketch of my bedroom and where I want to put the furniture in different places, or a diagram of the different departments in our organization in a different configuration, or with arrows pointing in the directions that they don't go now, or any sort of little thing like that. And so people would get going. We just have to set the stage, and people would just go, and then we'd have them share the prototype with each other. So this was just a very small thing, but I really loved that idea, and I loved seeing the way people got very activated and unlocked by that, and the ideas that poured out of them into these different formats. And so, I love that idea of get it out of your head onto something others can participate in. They can see what you're thinking and they can build on it, and that's how great things begin. So,
Well, I didn't know this at all, Jaron. And, we wanted to do like a trial of bento box, and we drew on the bento box of prototyping to do
oh,
the
okay.
same thing, the physicality of actually working with something, and the understanding that there's creativity in all of us, and you get it out of your head and you make something and you put it together, and it's like you said, people add on to it in a very spontaneous way. And I didn't know the backstory on this, but actually this is what we've been doing in kind of
Oh, okay.
production
Come full
event,
circle.
having a mini prototyping experience where people could actually do a hands-on, oh, this is what we mean by prototyping, and get beyond just making. The thing is, get it out of your head, do quick math, sketch it out, and the different things that come with creativity and bringing ideas to life. And so it's wow, I didn't know that. That's nice to hear.